Hello, I'm Courtney Holland. Welcome to Season 4 of Save Our Towns, a series designed to guide and inspire those who are working hard in Appalachia to build strong communities. Our audience is growing, so let me just take a moment to say that these episodes are designed to celebrate what is great about small towns. And while we focus on mayors, anyone passionate about his or her community will find much to savor, think about, and we hope enjoy. And by we, I'm referring to Outreach and International Affairs at Virginia Tech. So here's the rundown. We open the program with an example of awesome story to showcase something unique a town is doing to promote prosperity. In episode 1, we focus on Damascus, which is working hard to keep its economy rolling all year round. Right after that, we introduce you to Pennington Gap, way down in the southwest corner of Virginia. This is the town we'll be following for a whole year. Next comes Maxwell's number. Has our graduate student grown on you? He works hard to put his monthly number in a context that will help you stay informed. A quick expert tip focuses on tourism, and we'll hear from a best-selling author about the heart of Appalachia. As always, we close with 3 questions for Mayor. First, in our example of awesome story, Melissa McEwen shines a light on what's working in Damascus.
Nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains of southwest Virginia, Damascus is a mecca for outdoor enthusiasts. Hikers and bikers alike flock to this town of less than 1,000, where the Virginia Creeper Trail, stretching from Whitetap Mountain to nearby Abingdon, reaches its midpoint, and the Appalachian Trail runs straight down Main Street. 5 other trails converge here, earning Damascus a national reputation as Trail Town USA. And each May, the Trail Days celebration, called the largest organized backpacking event in the world, draws more than 20,000 visitors.
But like so many other towns in Appalachia that rely on outdoor recreation to boost their economy, Damascus sees a significant downturn in the off-season.
So we have a very prosperous tourism economy, about nine months of the year. For certain businesses, for certain entrepreneurs like shuttle services, outfitters, things like that, they can thrive on an economy like that. But certain other types of businesses and even the town government itself has a very difficult time functioning 12 months of the year on a 7 to 9 month economy.
Determined to keep Damascus thriving after the tourists pack up their boots and bikes, town leaders developed a grant-funded master plan. The plan called for physical improvements including facade renovations, while custom bricks have replaced sidewalks along the main street as part of a project the Appalachian Trail Conservancy sponsored.
The plan also recognized the importance of local businesses to the town's success and established a formal partnership with the Damascus Business Group.
For a town, even a small town, there's always challenges for the town council and management staff to understand the needs of citizens and especially businesses. So this is a very important way of bridging that gap and understanding their needs, especially to market what they do every day.
By focusing on the needs of its businesses, Damascus has filled 95% of its vacant storefronts. Missing Pieces, one of the newest downtown businesses, sprang up in part because of the town's commitment to growth. Denise Lowe is one of 3 owners who opened the shop in May 2015.
We all met originally trying to plan things, events going on in Damascus, Christmas festivals, things during the summer, and my one partner said, we should open up a consignment shop. And it was, that sounds like a good idea. And then all of a sudden, we had a consignment shop. There was an excitement that we were opening because everybody was excited to have another business opening. So we had a grand opening and people attended, and it was just really welcomed by everybody in the town. It was exciting.
Damascus, which calls itself the friendliest town on the trail, has shown that it is not only friendly to its visitors, but to the local businesses that keep the town alive.
We've really tried to focus on redeveloping all those connections and building a stronger downtown, which of course needs the support of all the businesses. We've really come a long way.
So why follow Pennington Gap for a year? It exemplifies some of what's best and worst about Appalachia. Its town leaders display tenacity and grit against tough challenges. Melissa McEwen reports the story.
At the westernmost tip of Virginia lies the scenic beauty of Lee County, with its mountainous landscape and picturesque views. But a closer look offers a less rosy picture: the damage brought on by the decline of coal and tobacco. Poverty and unemployment are problems all too familiar in the region, and they embrace Pennington Gap, a Lee County town with 1,900 residents.
We've lost hundreds of jobs, of high-paying jobs. And those are all gone from the community now. Those jobs have moved on. It's It's a huge economic impact to the whole community, actually.
Just 4 years ago, the Kingsport Times-News published a 3-part series on Pennington Gap's struggle for survival amid job losses and a growing drug epidemic. The town has faced a series of setbacks, including a scandal in the police department, the closure of the county hospital, and a fire that destroyed Town Hall. While some have dismissed the town as beyond repair, town leaders are working with the community to rebuild Pennington Gap and help it thrive.
We're just like many of the other towns in Southwest Virginia. We've faced a lot of the economical problems that they faced, and we've tried to work hard to overcome those by bringing in new things to the town, things that would attract people.
Those things include an ATV trail, an RV park, and a renovated theater, which have all brought visitors to town. More projects, like a greenway connecting the 33-acre town park to downtown, are still in the works.
I like to phrase this as the town that's we're strong enough to come back and always willing to work hard to overcome any situation.
What challenges lie ahead? We'll find out in the coming months as Pennington Gap's leadership works to prove the optimists right.
You may remember our graduate student Maxwell Vandervliet and his segment we call Maxwell's Number. There's nothing he won't do to make his material come to life, even wear a powdered wig.
56 men signed the Declaration of Independence. Many of them were landowners, and 7 were from the state of Virginia. What would they think of the term agritourism, which involves people tramping all over their fields as sightseers? It turns out agritourism brings in big money to the Commonwealth. Whether or not the venues include noisy sheep or some other attraction, 56% of agritourism sites in Virginia are open to the public year-round. You can learn about everything from oyster shucking to owl calling, according to a new study. This study was conducted by Virginia Tech's Pamplin College of Business in consultation with the Virginia Tourism Corporation and Virginia Cooperative Extension. Of the top 6 regions for agritourism, 3 overlap with Appalachian sections of the Commonwealth. The top 3 activities are a tour or field trip, wedding or some other social gathering like a reunion, or a seasonal event or festival. You can find the link to the full study at the Save Our Towns website. Click on the Resources tab, look for the Virginia Tech logo, and look for the headline about agritourism, which our ancestors may not have foreseen, but which accounts for $2.2 billion in economic activity per year in Virginia.
Your expert tip comes from Grace Toney Edwards, an author and professor emerita from Radford University, who is the founding director of the Appalachian Regional Studies Center there. She argues that towns won't hurt each other if they compete to attract tourists and their money.
There's enough to go around, and if a person is attracted, let's say, to what's happening in Radford, then perhaps that person would want to go on over to Pulaski to see what's going on there, down I-81 to Withfield to see the Edith Bowley Wilson Museum. And so I think it could just be a whole corridor of activities that people can take part in, and it's not competition, it's collaboration.
You can read a transcript of the complete interview at the Save Our Towns website. Click on the Connect with Experts tab. Next, we caught up with a dozen authors at the Appalachian Heritage Writers Symposium early in the summer at Southwest Virginia Community College. We asked Scott Pratt, a best-selling author of legal thrillers, to define the heart of Appalachia.
If you come into Appalachia and you're in trouble, they're going to help you. The people here will help you. And I'm a transplanted Yankee myself. I grew up in Michigan, moved down here when I was 12, went to high school here, went to college here, went to law school in Knoxville. But that's something that I've always found is the willingness of the people of Appalachia to reach out and to help others who are in trouble. The churches are at the center of that, a lot of it. But if your car breaks down alongside the road, somebody's going to help you. It's not going to be like New York, you know, if you're laying beside the road where they just drive by and look at you, they're going to stop and they're going to help you. So I think that's the heart and the heartbeat of Appalachia to me.
And now a reminder about Virginia Cooperative Extension. Extension agents and specialists live and work around the Commonwealth, dedicated to subjects such as livestock quality, land management, and financial planning. On the Save Our Towns website, click on the Extension tab. There you can learn much more. You'll find extension agents listed along with their areas of expertise and contact information. Now we return to Damascus to ask 3 questions of the mayor.
My name is Jack
McCready. My title is I'm Mayor of the town of Damascus, Virginia. Friendliest. I think the largest thing is, of course, our economic development. We're a three-season town, and we're trying to change that so that it helps our businesses and generates jobs for our youth, and hopefully we can get them to stay in the area. We've got a diminishing population. We have the same amount of structure and tax base, but our population is diminishing. We basically have a reputation of being Mayberry. People still sleep with the doors of the house unlocked. We are very proud of our outdoor recreational opportunities to people and our natural environment and the clean air, and we've got great schools in the area. So we have a lot of things to offer people, and we're not so far from the hustle and bustle that the big opportunities of the towns, bigger towns and cities are available.
Would you like to nominate your town for an Examples of Awesome story? If so, we'd love to hear from you. To view past episodes and to dive deeper into resources and a wealth of information about small towns, go to the Save Our Towns website. And please send your thoughts to saveourtowns.outreach.vt.edu. We read and respond to every email. This is episode 1 of season 4. Be sure to join us next time. Thanks for watching.